before we begin, we're giving away a Star Deck 100 Battle Collection Koto Chow version exclusive deck. If you're interested in winning, details are later in the video.
All right, welcome to a weekly roundup from
SecretBaseTrainer. I don't care if no one else likes it. I do. Yeah.
Yes. Our viewers will. I mean, that's what they're here for. They come for this.
Yep. You see the personality. You don't want to.
They come for this,
right? Yeah.
And they come for the backgrounds because the backgrounds change
Every time.
quite often. I'm like in darkness now, and you've got the cool background with the seal product and the Christmas lights and the starter deck, the brand new starter deck up there.
It's a mess.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I hope you're here. Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah. That being said, Merry Christmas. Say thanks you guys for stopping by. This is one of our last little videos of the year, I think.
It is, and yeah, glad everyone's here. And to kick us off, I think I don't know what you wanted to get into some Christmas stuff first, or
yeah. Well, first of all, this is just an interesting note, especially if you're in Japan or you've been to Japan, or you're someone who comes being as cheap it is to come here occasionally and buy products. The Inferno X set, remember that came out fall. There were some news reports coming out at the end of last week that Inferno is officially going to be taken out of convenience stores. They're not going to be restocking it. Cool. So, which is a bit of a surprise because it's an extremely popular set, and you would expect the convenience stores to stock it a little bit longer, but for whatever reason, inexplicably, they've announced that they're not going to, which is pretty good timing for me because I wanted to open 200 packs with my kids, and about 2 weeks ago they started to put Inferno back in the convenience stores, so I was doing my rounds like a madman. I think I'm at 210 packs on me, so we're going to do a video, open all of them. I didn't get the SAR Charizard, the MUR, so we're going to go and hopefully get some good stuff.
Wow, makes me think about trying to get a box since it's going off the shelves. Great. Good stuff.
I heard you
looking for
pretty busy recently. Something happened for you where you were? What
yes about? Yes, I made my way to a card show. Did my rounds at a card show, so quite new to that that type of event, but really enjoyed it. You do get burnt out after probably 3 or 4 runs around the different aisles because it is a bit overwhelming, like the products, staring at the glass cases, communicating with all the vendors, like if you're not up to like chit chat with all of them, it's like, yeah, but some of them were really great. And some of them are on YouTube. Like I'm probably going to appear on a few videos. It just chatting it up with some vendors. It was big. There was over 400 tables. Those vendors want to do business. They're always buying cards. So if you go there with your cards, they'll buy them all off you. They're always buying. They'll give you what 70% of market. So they make their moves after that. That's the business. But overall, pretty good. One other thing I would like to share. Have you heard about? Well, it started out as an unidentified company to begin with. So Pokemon's Millennium Group have signed the largest U.S. manufacturing lease, I think, like ever, apparently. It was like an unidentified company, but now it's been based on where it is going to be in North Carolina. It turns out that it is Millennium Manufacturing Group, which Pokemon owns. So in addition to leasing more than 400,000 square feet of existing buildings, Sparkman will also receive a newly constructed 866,000 square foot manufacturing facility on the campus. Construction will be completed in 2027. So they're increasing one facility, and then they've just signed a 1.2 million square feet in this other campus. So this is insane. Pokemon TCG printed 11.9 billion cards from March 2022 to 23, its best year, and 10.2 billion cards from March of 23 to 24. So this is I think we're gonna see like just insane printing. It doesn't mean that they're gonna like go and like reprint a lot of old stuff, because actually it's great that Pokemon don't do that. some of the other franchises do that, and I appreciate that they don't just print stuff, especially older stuff, into oblivion. But I think it's good news if it kind of neutralizes, you know, excess product
Yep.
being like available. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pokemon business just keeps going.
Yeah. Back to slightly more peaceful news. Well, not so much. We had the Star Deck 100 Battle Collection release last Friday. I did a load of the lotteries. I actually did about a 35 convenience store run. Came away with one lottery and one box. Can't believe I got it. I got 2 boxes. And there are technically 102 decks in this. There's a secret deck, and also the secret deck actually has a secret variant wherein the Charizard in there can be an MUR. So it's a really cool set. It's much more across the board. There are a lot. It's a much, in my mind at least, it's a much cooler set. We have some trainers Pokemon decks. They have a lot of different cards that are, the bulk of the cards are reprints, admittedly. They have a lot of foil cards. It's the largest set ever printed. Mirror and non-mirror variants included. It's over 900 cards. It's the largest set Pokemon has ever produced, at least in Japan. I'm sure it's, irrespective of language, it's the largest set ever. But at the same time, they have not done a good job of pushing it out. Right before it comes out, they tell us there's going to be another EDA in there. There's going to be a Charizard YMUR. There are going to be SAR cards for the starter Pokemon, the Megas. And then the convenience stores, it turns out, they were only distributed 4 to 5 decks a shop. And some of the more unscrupulous ones, maybe one person go in and sweep them up. If there's a 1 per person limit, though, you're like, that's 2 cards and then they're all gone. So it's not like, you know, my Inferno X where I can go in and do 5 convenience stores and I came away with 20 packs. You're lucky to get 1 of these decks. And I came away with 2. Cool. Neither of mine were foil, or they were just standard decks, but I'm glad I got them. But another thing that's troubling about this, they're massively searchable. Without a doubt, they're weighable. Pokemon did nothing to prevent that whatsoever. Super weighable. So if you're buying them on secondhand, you know you're not going to get anything out of them. They did put out a press release in short order saying that they're going to print more. Obviously, thank you, but I'm already applied for several lotteries, but it's just not good, particularly if you're trying to complete all 102 900 cards. It's not the best place to be in. And I mentioned this also. We'll jump into this. We'll skip. Muniki Zero is the next set. It's coming out at the end of January. If you include this set, everything between Mega Dream EX, Star Deck 100, all those decks, the bonus deck, everything, Pokemon will have released, in less than 2 months, they will have released over 1,500 cards.
Cool.
And the Japanese X has said as much. They don't understand why Pokemon, when there's such frenzy, why they would keep pushing out things. If it's a standard 100 deck, and there aren't anything, dozens of foils, MURs, SARs in it, you can get some. It doesn't make sense what they're doing. And we've never, I don't think anyone was under the illusion that Pokemon is this altruistic company, but you got to kind of question what they're thinking. It is not good.
Yeah, they are a for-profit company, that's for sure.
Absolutely, they're definitely making a profit too. That being said, one thing we did get, there was a new magazine by CoroCoro, who have in the past for years now. And of course, they're the company that did the Pikachu Illustrator. They're always doing, several times a year, they're doing these promo releases. They have a new magazine, Koro Chao, and it's just a massive, thick old, like a telephone book of comics.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about this is, in line with the Star Deck 100 that came out here in Japan, they have an exclusive deck, a collection, Koro Chao version. Okay. And so what's nice about this is there are a couple cards that are exclusive art cards. What's particularly interesting, though, there is a card. I'm not sure if our non-Japanese audience will know him, but there's a very popular Japanese YouTuber named Hikakin. There's an exclusive Hikakin card. Occasionally they'll do cards of real-life people, personalities. There's an exclusive card from him in there.
Oh, I'm sure you want that.
Yeah, and so this is him, and this is an exclusive card. What's interesting about it, influencers introduction, and the rule for the card is you introduce your favorite Pokemon to your opponent, and then after you've done that, you can draw 3 cards from your deck. And then if your opponent likes what you said, he likes the Pokemon you introduced, he says, "Ine, I like your introduction."
Yeah.
And that's introduce your Pokemon, get a response from your opponent. Those are not game-specific commands. So I was thinking maybe this isn't going to have a regulation mark, so it's not playable, but it is. And this is never going to be in another set, least of all overseas. So I actually picked up quite a lot of these 3 or 4 years ago now. They actually did another Start Deck 100, and Koro at the time had a contest for a Koro version, and this was a lottery. It wasn't you buy the magazine, you get the deck. It was a lottery, and if you're selected, then you pay some like 3,000, 4,000 yen, and you get it. And currently, like the market, there was a bit of a spike after this was announced, but now it's back down to a little bit less than $100. So I'm thinking in the long term, it has an exclusive card. There might be some investment there. So I picked up a copy sealed for myself. There's a copy of this going to you as well, homie. And one of our viewers will get one as well. So
perfect.
And again, it's on us. Whenever we do giveaways, we don't charge you for shipping or anything like that. So it's just something you can enjoy, courtesy of us. Before we go any further into the market roundup, we're giving away one of the Korochao Start Deck 100 Battle Collection decks, printed as is. So if you're interested in winning that, 3 things. First of all, subscribe to SecretBaseTrainer. 2, like this video.
Yes,
and then 3, in the comments, tell us if you were going to ask Santa for one Pokemon item, one Pokemon card item, what would it be? Comment that in the video below, and then the winner will get this Start Deck sealed.
Nice.
Korochao version.
Great.
At least one exclusive card there to this deck. You'll never see it again. They're pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap as far as...
Well, they're cheap in Japan.
Well,
they're not cheap outside of Japan.
The other thing I wanted to mention, this is more for people who are perhaps in the card collecting on the Japan side, and or maybe are in Japan or collecting. I'm sure everyone who has ever tried to buy cards, Japanese cards, is familiar with Mercari. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to wrap up pretty soon. But before we do, I'm going to open my deck just to demonstrate what's in here. Mercari announced a business partnership with Surugaya. Surugaya is, I believe, in Shizuoka Prefecture, and they do some things online. I bought things from. They also have some physical stores as well. They've announced this business partnership, and X-Twitter across the board was not happy about this. Mercari has massive issues with fakes and scams, Surugaya as well, but this is something that's coming. So, like you said, we have some good things for the game, more printing be announced, but also some things that aren't the best. Wow. I think the last topic we're going to get into then is just we have a couple different small bits. This is the argument I go to when I'm saying even if you're just a collector, the value of going to competitive events for Pokemon, Japan or elsewhere, they have these play Pokemon prize packs they'll occasionally announce, reprinted cards, things like that. But they just announced this new series. This is Series 8. I think this is coming on January 1st. So a new series of cards, and they have an exclusive stamp. So if you're like a master collector, you definitely want to get it. That was announced. And then going back to Japan, I had a couple small bits as well. Also, tournament promos. They have this tournament called the Extra Battle Day, and they've had this for years now. They've announced a new set of promos, and these are all kind of retro promos from cards from XY, I think BW, Sun and Moon, and you can only get these by going and playing in the tournaments. So again, kind of being a promo collector, it's something I'm absolutely interested in, but this is, again, why you should also participate in the play events, even if you don't play well or don't do it often. You get exclusive cards. I mean, who can argue about that?
Yep.
And And then finally, about new releases on release day, in addition to driving around like a maniac trying to get the battle collection, they released Wave 6 of the coins. And I did go down to the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, and I may have taken a video trying to blow as much money as possible and complete the set. So I'm not going to tell you whether or not I did complete it, but that video is coming out pretty soon. It should be a good one.
Cool. That'll be a good one. Last one was good.
So we'll just go through this very quickly. And this is the deck. I believe this Pikachu is an exclusive art card. A lot of these are going to be reprints, but a lot of them will be exclusive to the deck.
How many cards are in the deck?
This is intended to be opened and just played with immediately. So it's a 60 card deck, standard sealed deck. So it's great for, you know, kind of the target audience. Are kids the target audience anymore? I don't know, but you know, you just break it out and play with it. 60 cards, standard deck, grass, electric. A lot of the cards in here are your very standard trainer cards. Nothing particularly special. What is going to be in here that is highly sought after, and there we go. Only one. Influencers Introduction. Card in here. It's a cute card. It's exclusive. That's kind of what people are going to be going after. And this is exclusive. This is deck 000 out of 100. This is exclusive Koro-Chao version. Okay, so we're going to give away one of these Star Deck 100 Battle Collection Koro-Chao versions. Again, if you're interested in winning it, subscribe to Secret Base Trainer. Like this video and then comment. If you had to ask Santa, as I punch my mic, if you had to ask Santa, for one Pokemon card item, what would it be? Do those three things, and we'll put you in for the drawing. We'll announce that probably before the end of the year.
Yeah, sounds good. Looking forward to seeing those submissions. Get on it, people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. I think that's there'll probably be some more stuff coming out from us during the Christmas break. So keep your eyes open for that, and I think we'll call there. That was a lot of news packed in. So we're always aiming for something shorter, but hopefully people don't mind the extra content. It's not podcast length, but it's easily digestible. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see everyone on the next roundup.